We do. We always talk about coaches that are on the hot seat, but what are some coaches on the opposite? So safest coaches you can think of.
Mark Daigneault just won a championship. They're the #1 seed again. There's been no regression with this team. They're still dominant.
How long
He's
should we
probably the
see him
safest.
coaching the Thunder? Based off what's happened in your mind, it's like bare minimum he should be the coach for the next blank years.
I think as long as there's no sort of regression with the team, and as long as that big three is there, I think he should probably stay there.
Well, at some point,
It's going to be regression.
it's going to be regression.
Yeah,
and
it's
he
just
won't.
inevitable.
But I'm saying.
But they're so young that their regression is probably so far away.
So how long should he
Probably
be?
like 12, 10 years probably.
Yeah, because they said
I
on the
would hope
broadcast
so.
he's only 41. So I think he could coach the Thunder well into his 50s if he really wanted to.
How long has Spo been with the Heat?
Since 2007, right?
As the head coach.
Yeah, I'll double check because I
know
think
he
it's like
was-
07.
But 07?
Yeah.
I think
He be seeing
was
coaches
young.
come and go, but he
07? 07 sounds too early. 07?
Yeah.
That means he came right after the Wade and Shaq championship?
I'm looking
Pat
at it
Riley
real
and
quick.
stayed
His first year
2
was
years?
08. Also 1
08.
year off. He was an assistant in 07, but his first year is 08, and he's just been there ever since, man.
So, yeah, he's
That's
almost
impressive.
been there for 20 years.
Yeah, that's impressive.
We don't see that type of staple, so that's
Yeah,
why I'm like.
I think Mark might be, he might do that. Or Mitch Johnson might also be, since he's so young, he might go into that
You think he
Spo
got that
era.
locked up like that already? He's definitely safe, don't get me wrong. But to think that he could do it for 20 years, I feel
It
like I
seems
need
like
to
the
see a little
Spurs
bit
do
more.
a good job. I mean, they did it with Pop. They've seen to find that guy.
I feel like they've only hit like 4 coaches ever.
But I think a lot of that is kind of due to Pop. We're only going off of
Yeah,
Pop.
and I know Mitch is from the Pop tree, so I think there's a world where they probably just stay with this until they feel like it's just done.
Joe-
But he could go into another Pop
Joe
era.
Mazzulla.
Joe Mazzulla can burn down a practice facility and he'd be all right to coach tomorrow. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how safe he is.
Joe Mazzulla gives me. I want to know what he's like off camera, because like he is so like
You think he's being performative?
edgy. Yeah, I don't know. He's so edgy on camera.
He
that,
does
like,
a
I
lot of
don't know.
interviews where he shows his personality.
Okay.
Yeah, you can watch him on YouTube. Like he got that, but he's also funny. I
Okay.
see why his players love him. I love. I think he's my favorite coach in the NBA right now.
Yeah, it seems like whenever there's a mic in front of him, he just say something corny, and I
Whoa, corny.
or like just like like it's never just like he never straightly answers the question. He answers the question sometimes in like a weird.
Give me an
way.
example. What's the oddest one you've heard?
I can't remember them offhand, but whenever I see the quotes, I'm always
Like
like,
him wanting to have some type of monkey to
Yeah.
just
That was corny?
roam his house.
Or was that odd?
that was just odd.
That's odd. Yeah, it's more odd than corny. But he telling us that he don't want coach of the year. I'm changing my ballot then, damn it. If you don't want it, I give it to somebody that do want it. What coach is gonna campaign like Wemby and Keldon Johnson?
No, coach. That is out of a coach's territory.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do that.
Yeah.
I look at, on a different note, I do look at some other teams too.
JJ also.
You think he's really?
250 win seasons in a row. Y'all ain't had that in a little minute.
Yeah, he's been able to turn around.
man. You got to bring that championship.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
it is. That's what I was going to bring up, because there's a lot of newer coaches or just coaches that are doing really well, and their teams potentially could hit a wall. I think about teams like, say, the Hornets hit some type of wall, the Pistons hit some type of wall, even the Lakers hit some type of wall. There's always that question: Do we have to bring in another coach, a coach to raise the ceiling of this team? And it's tough sometimes, because you see these coaches; they're the kind of ones that pave the path for it.
Yeah, no, I think that happens more often nowadays. It feels like, oh, this coach is good, but he can't get us over the hump. Let's see if this new guy can get it done. And sometimes it worked, right? You know, Steve Kerr, the best example. Joe Mazzulla is another one of them examples. I know scandal that was involved to get Joe Mazzulla that job, but immediately Joe Mazzulla goes to do that.
That's why, like, the Mark Daigneault could coach them for the next 10, 12 years.
But he was a pipeline too, right? He
Mazzulla.
coached the Blue,
Yeah.
OKC Blue, and then
One with
Billy was
Caruso.
gone. And then he just slid in there. It's like, oh, I'm the best coach in the league, or at least one of them.
We need some coaches to be staples for 10, 20 years.
Yeah, I mean, when you look around the league, it's not a lot of safe ones.
Yeah, I think Zach Lowe just did something on his pod. He's saying that maybe like 10 spots this year, this offseason, are going to be open for coaching.
Hit my line.
We available. But it's like a team thing, right?
What you mean?
Like if they hire you, they hire all of us.
Absolutely, y'all be on my staff.
Cool.
Absolutely.
When we come back.
Hit subscribe for more news, highlights, and analysis from the NBA on NBC.